guys, welcome back to the channel, to Hopeful Remnant. It's been a while since my last video, but for my few subscribers, I want you to know that more videos are coming out. I plan on continuing my series of Watchman on the Wall, Mighty Man Bible Studies, and then I have a new series called Zero Descent. So those three series will be coming out, and I will be talking about a lot of the topics that I'm going to discuss in this video on those series or shows. I just recently put out a new kind of a mission statement or a bio for my channel and what I'm all about. And it's this: illustrate conservative and Christian values, inspire charity and compassion, implore careful and considerate thinking, and insist on civility and cordiality. That's really what I want to happen. This might sound funny to some, but I really want to try to influence the world and change the world for the better. And I want to do that through this channel. There will be videos where I just discuss current, political topics and how I see it. There will be videos where I go deep in depth on very, nuanced topics and give what I believe is a wise perspective. There will be videos where we just dive deep in the Bible and do a cool Bible study. There will be videos where I just talk about, not giving up and rising above failure and getting up when you're down and never looking back, and just kind of an uplifting video. But today, really quickly, just a short video, I want to talk about that mission statement. And I'm going to flip it around from the reverse that I said, because if you look at the 4 I's, illustrate, inspire, implore, and insist. If we flip that around and start with insist, that's the strongest. Each one of those I words got stronger and stronger, more, demanding, and insist would be the strongest. Of course, it's not forceful. You're not forcing anything, but you're insisting. When it comes to our society and the future of our society, we have to be civil with each other and cordial with each other. And I insist upon that first and foremost. You say, what are you talking about? No matter what race, religion, political background, culture, worldview we should be able to like the same movies, watch the same sporting events, and simply coexist with each other without any kind of fear of attack from the other side. And it could be physical attack, but really what I'm referring to is the cancel culture. That to me is the worst thing we could possibly do, is try to take that freedom of speech away and try to cancel each other. A lot of people on the left have become, this woke mob that wants to try to cancel anyone that they deem wrong. And to play devil's advocate, I'll say that they're so convinced that they're on the moral justice, good side of whatever topic or whatever thing they're referring to, and that their opposition is so evil and so disgusting and repulsive that it's beyond the point of freedom. That they can play loose with freedom. They can play loose with certain things in order to shut them up, because it's what social justice needs to happen. It's just so bad. So playing devil's advocate, I'll say that they believe it's that serious. That is the biggest mistake we can ever do, is try to silence each other or demonize the other person and try to simply act like they need to be deplatformed or canceled or whatever the case. We have to get over that. So beyond anything, that's my number one goal, is I insist we're civil with each other and that we're cordial with each other. If we can get to that point, then we can have a nuanced, careful, and considerate conversation coming from our careful and considerate thinking. And so I implore that we, first of all, we must get along and respect each other, and then let's have a conversation. Let's think with wisdom and logic and sometimes common sense. Let's take into account all sides. Let's hear all sides, and let's truly bring forth our point of view, because we have researched it, we've truly thought about it, And we're not just hearing it from an echo chamber, but we really believe that. So if we can do that, if we can get along with each other, stop trying to cancel each other. Number 2, have good, nuanced conversations and thinking. Then number 3, even before I get to my beliefs of Christianity and conservatism, even before I try to explain or convince you of anything like that, we need to love each other. I need to show compassion and charity to all people, whether they agree with me or disagree with me. I need to care about them and help them. Now, what someone considers help and what I consider help might be 2 different things. Sometimes you can't help someone who won't help themselves. But we definitely need to show compassion and charity to all people. And if we can do those 3 things, then we're ready for that 4th thing. And that's where we get into the weeds, and I try to convince you through my words, but also through my life and my example, and try to illustrate my values. And I'll try to convince you that following Jesus Christ is the way. It's the way, the truth, and the life. And conservative principles and values are the way to go. And you can try to convince me of the opposite if that's what you want. But if those other 3 things are in line, well, even if we don't agree and we can't convince each other, we can continue to have a society. We can continue to see America be strong, be a place that's going to continue and have success. And that's the most important thing, right? Is that this society we live in, this country that we live in, don't just continue to crumble and fall apart. That's a trajectory that it's headed down. But I do for sure believe I have some things you need to know and some things that will improve your life and help you tremendously in this life and the world to come. But let's start with getting along. But that's just my goals. And like I said, those 3 shows will be where I present this. I'll also put out shorts on this channel about, like I've been doing, I did one about a Bible verse, and then I did one about an old hymnal song. And so just little shorts and things that I hope are inspiring that I'll be putting out. But I do want to focus more on this channel. I'm going to pray. The last time I started a Hopeful Remnant channel, it turned into a completely different channel, which I love that channel and I enjoy it. And I want one day that channel, Hopeful Ballistics, to be my job, where it's my only job and I'm making enough money that I can do that as a job and do this as a ministry. So that's fun. I really like making the videos on Hopeful Ballistics. But the last time I tried to make videos about stuff like this, it just never went anywhere. And so I'm praying that people care about this, that people like, subscribe, comment, share these videos, and that I get some kind of following so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. So that's the goal. I'm so sorry that I haven't made a video in a long time, but I plan on rectifying that. And thank you for sticking around. But if you're a Christian, please pray with me. Pray that this channel will grow and that I can reach more people and that God gives me the words to say. I am so corrupted and so I make mistakes every day. And I'm selfish inside, and I'm a lot of bad things that come from my sinful nature. And I need to be better. And so just pray for me that I can do that. But God willing, and with your support, what this will turn into is my ministry. Hopeful Remnant will be my ministry. Hopeful Ballistics will be my job. Appreciate you watching. Like I said, thumbs up, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Even if you just happen to come upon this video and you're like, I disagree with everything you just said, then tell me why. Put it in the comments. That helps me, but it also encourages discourse, and we can talk about it. Maybe you can change my mind, or vice versa. Hopefully you've had a great day, and until next time, take care.